Good morning, everyone. My name is Louise Ireland from Clarity Crafts here in the UK. Welcome to Groovy Tuesday. Hope everybody is doing well. I'm just going to do my usual ramble till our lovely friends join us in the room. It's been, it was quite a nice weekend, nice and relaxing this weekend. I did a little bit of gardening, just a little bit, but yeah, wasn't feeling 100% at the weekend, but I'm feeling okay now. So it's a lovely day today. It's warm, but it's overcast. I thought it was quite warm this morning. So I hope everybody's doing well. The lovely Jane is going to be in the room with you this morning. So if you have any questions, she's there to help. And also she'll feed through any information that I've missed in the chat. We've got an exciting show later at 2 p.m. showing some new Linda's designs. A few of you have already been on the website and found the lovely plates. But Paul and myself will be doing a nice 2 p.m. show. The plates, if you haven't seen them yet, just like a little sneak peek before 2 p.m. today. And we're going to focus just for a couple of weeks on the other project that I found in the Japanese layering plate demo box. So there was 3 demos. So we did 2 last week, I believe it was. And then the third one I thought we'd do for our Groovy Tuesday project till the end of the month. So this Tuesday and next Tuesday. And then we're going to be focusing on a project for Groovy Tuesday with the new plates. So got some. So the next plates are going to be for the next Groovy Tuesday project, which I'll show you in a little while. They are really, really lovely, really beautiful plates. And later on, we'll show you all of the design team samples. They're beautiful. So yeah, we've got an exciting show later on. It looks like all of our lovely friends are coming into the room. So I'll just, before we get started into today's project, it's going to be a really lovely project. It's got a lot of dots in it. So that will keep us, by the end of the hour, we'll be seeing dots, lots of dots. But it is a really, really beautiful. I loved the fact of having the 2 or 3 layering plates with a nice dotty effect as well, which means you can do different things with it, which is really nice. So I hope everybody's got a nice cup of tea or whatever they have, coffee. I've never been a fan of coffee. I don't like the smell, and I wish I liked the taste, because all of the coffee that's made in all of the coffee shops always looks so lovely. I used to start having those little frappes, and I used to say, can I have a caramel frappe with no coffee? They look at you and say, what's the point in that? But it's just because I really love caramel. And on a summer's day, it's really, really nice. So lovely. So I hope everybody is doing well out there. So we're going to get cracking soon. I thought, what I'll do first is I will show you the plates because they're really nice. And then I will show you the demo that I'm going to do later on at 2 p.m. And then we will get cracking in our into our project. I'll show you the lovely design team samples at 2 p.m. There's something to look forward to for later. So I will show you the plates here. Oh, no, it's a shame. Oh, there we go, a bit closer. There we are. So this is the first one. So it's a MIDI collection, the new little MIDI size, which is a really, really lovely size for these, because it's not overly too big, but it's not a small design, so you can still get that really beautiful detail in there. I absolutely love the vase that the Lily of the Valley's in. So the whole collection is a 42630, and then this plate on its own is 42617. So that's a really, really beautiful one. Let's see if I can just get in to have a look at the lovely vase as well. That's better. We can see a lovely design there. Really beautiful. Look at the attention to detail on the vase as well. Linda's absolutely fabulous at designing. Let me bring it out a little bit now. So that's the first one. That's a lily fur. I love this border as well. The border is so beautiful. And so that's the first one. Make sure I'm not taking two at the same time. So the second one is this gorgeous envelope. And this is all beautiful. Look at the little dotty effects. We're really going dotty this today. So yeah, look at that lovely border. I'm going to be using this border for the Groovi Tuesday project because I absolutely loved it. Absolutely beautiful. I love pansies. This one I absolutely love because I love pansies. Okay, so it's got with love, but you don't have to put that one on if you didn't want to. You could put anything in there, which is really nice. And yeah, it's really beautiful. And then so you've got the line around the outside. So you wouldn't, if you didn't want to, you could decorate this with, you know, some flowers or something if you didn't want that lovely dotty effect. But why wouldn't you? It's so beautiful. So that's the second one. So the number for that one is 42618 if you wanted that one on its own. So the next one is the sweet pea. Isn't this lovely intricate border? So beautiful. I love sweet peas. It's the only flower when I was younger I could grow sweet peas. They're quite relatively easy to grow, but I was so proud of myself. I went to the garden centre and bought, like, you know, the canes and they twirled around the canes. It was really beautiful. But yeah, that's really, really gorgeous. I love the little swirls as well coming out. So beautiful. So that one's 42619. Yes, me too, Pat. Pansies are my favourite flower. Or one of them. It depends what mood I'm in. I love lupins as well. So the next one, this again, look at this lovely, it's like a watering can. It's so beautiful. And this one's 42620. So you've got some really lovely full flowers and you've got some little buds that are just coming out. And I love the leaves as well. This is so beautiful. And the nice thing is that you've got only two down here. However, you can, I'm going to show you in the demo, you can use these as four corners. So you could have it like that, or you can make the border just come out a little bit more and add some borders there. So yeah, that is so beautiful as well. So let me come out a little bit. So that's the collection. So let me bring it in. There we go. So that's the sunflowers and the sweet peas and the pansy envelope and the lily of the valley. Aren't they beautiful? So yeah, so that's the new collection that we're going to be launching. Well, it's already launched on the website now. So if you wanted to shop ahead, you could. So all you have to do is just enjoy the 2 p.m. show. But yeah, so those are the 4 plates that we're going to be doing later on, and they're so stunning. So I'll show you the demo now. Let me bring that one in there. So this is the demo. Come on, come here. There we go. So we're going to use the sunflowers, and I've used just the watering can as it comes. So we're going to do a little bit of colouring later. I'm going to show you how to extend the frame out so you've got a little bit more room there, and it's surrounded like that. So using a bit of our designer paper around the outside. And if you have a look on the little vase here, I've done a little bit of stenciling as well. See, we are going dotty today. Look, it's big dots now. So I'm going to do a little bit of stenciling on the back of the watering can as well, just to give it a little bit more interest and stuff. So yeah, so that's the demo that I'm going to be doing this afternoon. So that should be fun. Let me bring it out now. There we go. Getting well dotty. Yeah, so that's what we're going to be focusing on this afternoon. So I thought I would show you that just before we get into today's project, because it's always nice to have a little sneak peek at some exciting new plates. I don't know about anybody else, but I get very excited by new plates. It's like sweetie shop. Okay, so let me show you now Linda's lovely project that we're going to focus on. Let me come in a little bit more, you can see it. So this is the lovely Dotty effect. So you can see around here. This is the plate that it comes from. There we go. I absolutely love this decorative border. So beautiful. So it's exactly as it comes on the plate, as you'll see. Yeah, that way. There we go. So exactly as it comes. So we're going to focus on the line art today. Lots of dots. So we're going to have fun with dots today. And then next week we'll do a little bit of colour and a little bit of picot cutting. And then that will see us over for 2 weeks. And then I've got a Groovi Tuesday project already done. So so that's exciting. So yeah, so let's get cracking. Ooh. So yeah, so that's the plate that we're going to use. I showed you last week, so a lot of you may have already seen that. So first of all, what I'm going to do, so it's exactly as it comes, so I don't have to change anything. I'm just going to bring in my, I'd already stuck this together. There we go, just like so. Let me come out for a little bit. There we go. So we've got our A4 plate mate. And so I'm just going to put this one in like that. So it just means that I've got a lot more stability for my A4 parchment now. Okay, so let me bring in my stick tabs. I'm going to use this one on my Groovi guard. Because what I want to do is just hold that plate where it is so it doesn't keep on jumping around. There we go. So I might just go into the centre a bit more like that. Yeah, a lot of you probably do have this plate from a couple of years ago. I think they came out now. They're really, really beautiful. They came out in collections, didn't they? And this is the Japanese collection. It's so beautiful. So now I've stuck it down with my Groovi tabs. I'll just use the third one just in cases. So I'm just going to give it a good wipe over with my tumble dryer sheet. So what Linda's done on her lovely demo is she's done all of the dots and everything. The only thing that Linda hasn't done is include this big border around the outside. The only thing Linda has done is just take the line to shut off the end border. But apart from that, everything else, there we go, is all done for you. What's the weather like where everybody is? I thought it was going to be a sunny day, but then it came over a little bit overcast. But everybody keeps on saying we're due for another cold spell for a little while. So that's nice. So I will start with this line here. So for this one, I'm using my number 2. Really nice little flowers. Let me bring this in a little bit more. It's a bit far away. There we go. If we could bring it in a little bit more, might as well. There we go. So because I want to do a little bit of white work in the leaves, I'm going to do number 2 for the leaves as well. So this is a lovely Dotty effect. I wonder if I'll get it all done by the end of the hour. I don't think so. It's quite a lot. Okay, so just this is the bit where everybody relaxes into Groovi and stops talking. It's very mindful Groovi, I think, especially when there's a lot of line art. You kind of just get focused, don't you, and then just lose yourself for a little while. And then before you know it, your tea's cold. It's 3 hours later. And just have a nice cup of tea, I think. It's still hot. Yay! I know everybody's starting to go on their little spring holidays and everything. I'm looking forward to my holiday this year, going to Cornwall. Can't wait. So much to do down there. I wish I could get down there more often. I fell in love with it last year. We went to, Perranporth was nice. I know we're going to go to St Ives this time. So St Ives should be really lovely. And there's a castle we're going to, and I can't remember the name off the top of my head right now. I can't remember what it's called. I think it begins with a C. I'm not sure. But it looks lovely wherever it is. Whatever it's called, I can't remember. So we're going there. We're staying in Perranporth. We've got a nice little cottage, so that should be fun. It's only like a small walk away from the beach, so it should be nice to go there then. I know one day I'd love to go to Glastonbury. I keep on seeing like videos on YouTube of people going there, and I just really want to go to Glastonbury. Not as in the music festival, but the actual, you see the tour, and I think there's a lot of Arthurian legends there. I think I said that right. It's one of those mornings today. You can see it's taking shape. I just love how it just turns. You just go along and it just pings white. So I hope everybody's doing well. How many of us were out in the garden this weekend? In full swing of, I think I tend to get tree fever a lot. So I'm in full swing of hay fever time, but it's tree fever. But the blossoms on the trees are so beautiful. We have a few down our road. I just love looking at them in the morning. Just on my way to work. It's only a short walk to work, which is really lovely. Beats having to go all the way to Bromley every day. But yeah, it's such a beautiful walk to work and looking at all the blossoms and stuff. Got a lovely magnolia in our garden that's come out. All the blooms are really beautiful. Okay, so working my way along. Let me just move this. There we go. That's better. Everybody can see now. I did my usual look on my national days today on my mobile, and apparently it's National Cheesesteak Day and National Chocolate Covered Raisins Day. So there's always something to do with food on one of the days. It's also World Tuberculosis Day, so raising awareness for tuberculosis as well. But yeah, I can't believe that Easter's next weekend. It's gone so quickly, and I think it's this Sunday, isn't it? The clocks go forward, don't they? I think it's this Sunday. It's come around quick, hasn't it? Felt like last week I was saying, oh, we've got a month until Easter. All of a sudden it's next weekend. Okay, so that's the inner section on one layer done. Hey. Yeah, the magnolias that have done really well this year in our garden. We've got a lot of shelter in our garden though, because we've got 2 great big trees. Yeah, the magnolias have done really well. Okay, so I'm just gonna, I think I'll do the little dots. Let me do that first. And Dotty with the little flowers. I'm just doing my little dots there. And so what Linda's done is then she's just used this line here. Just enough just to do that part. And then again on this side here as well. Just that little bit. There we go. So I'll do it on that side as well. And on that side. Mum and I finished watching this really good series yesterday. It was really, really good. It's called A Woman of Substance. They had a 1980s version, which was really good, but they did a newer version. And it was really good. I'm not sure which one I like better though, the 1980s one or this one. Apparently there's going to be, there will be hopefully another series, because they only covered half of the book. So hopefully there will be another series. Just, I suppose it just depends how popular it is. And yeah, so, but it was really, really good. I enjoyed it. Yeah, Jackie, it's really, really good. You should definitely watch it. Did you watch the 1980s version? I think that was with Jenny Seagrove. This one is with, what's her name? Jessica Reynolds. I hadn't heard of her before. But she plays a good Emma Hart, so she did well. She's a little bit pushier than the one I remember in the 1980s version. But I suppose in those days, to get what you wanted, you probably had to be a bit pushy. But yeah, it was a really, really good series. The one with yeah, the one with Jenny Seagrove, Liam Neeson's in that. He's quite young in that as well. That was before he did all of his main action films. He's actually in something that quite different to what he's usually in, because he's in a lot of action films, isn't he? I mean, it's still action, but it's a bit fantasy sci-fi. I can't remember what the film's called though, but Mum showed it to me yesterday and she said, oh, this looks like a bit of fun. And it has Steve in it from Stranger Things. He's in it, and he I think they open a case to something that shouldn't be released. So it kind of starts like that. But yeah, Liam Neeson's in that as a new thing that's come out. I just can't remember the name of it. I can't remember the name of anything today. There we go. Oh yeah, you won't regret recording it and watching it. I think it was really, really good. I think we'd watch it again at some point, obviously not right away, but down the line we'd watch that again. It was so good. I think it's 8 episodes, mainly like 45 minutes to an hour each, so it's longer than the one in the 1980s one, but it's really good. You're definitely seeing dots now. This is kind of something that you can do in front of the telly at night time, just doing lots of dots while you're watching whatever you want to watch. I didn't get everything I needed to get done in the garden last week. Needed to sweep the patio and things like that. We're trying to find new things that the guinea pigs like, because the last week or so, or the last couple of weeks, they've been getting a little bit fussy. So they don't want curly kale anymore. They're getting bored of curly kale. So we've given them spinach and some parsley, and they're enjoying that actually. I was a little bit worried because Kizzy, she was first to the food, and she spent a little while kind of being a bit put out with the food that we were giving her. But we're not sure whether that was the food or whether, because sometimes there's a few cats that use our garden as a highway to the wilderness. So maybe a cat's got kind of up close to the hutch and she can smell the cat, and she was put. So yeah. Oh, is the connection okay? I just had a little thing saying connection lost. Hopefully it was just a little glitch and everybody can still see. Oh, brilliant. Thank you, Jane. All okay. Lovely jubbly. That's what we like to hear. Okay, so you can all still see the dots. I absolutely love this decorative border. It's so beautiful. I have to bring my little collection of layering plates out again. Because they're really pretty. I think when you have, a lovely collection of Groovi plates, I forget to use some of the older designs, and some of the older designs are really beautiful. Well, they're all beautiful, but you forget how beautiful some of them are. So I probably need to get these layering plates out again and have a play. This board, they've got lovely borders on the layering plates, all of them, like the country one, the Greece one. They're all really beautiful, lovely designs. Nice thing is with the Groovi plates, you've got some plates that you can make really beautiful big cards or small cards with, which is great about these plates. Even like PTC size, you know, that's lovely. These are lovely elements that you could fit on a PTC. Oh, you're welcome, Lillian. Always happy to help. So I've done a little bit so far. We're getting there. We're getting there. If I don't get all of this Dotty effect done, I'll do it for homework so we can get on the colouring next week. Probably we could get our Dorso crayons out. Or you could use your B pencils or polychromos if you wanted to with Dorsoil. But I might use the Dorso crayons next week for this project. It's a nice large area. Okay, just working way all the way down. There we go. Have another sip of tea. There we go. It clears the throat a little bit. I feel like there's a little bit of scratchy pollen at the back of my throat. So the tea helps. I thought I'd better drink it before it goes cold. Okay. So something that something new that I'm going to try. For my spring resolution, because I don't tend to do them in January because I don't feel like it in January. It's too cold in January to do resolutions and things like that. So I tend to do spring resolutions. So my spring resolution, I'm going to start doing yoga. I thought, let me bring that down. Here we go. I thought when I spoke to the pain management team, they suggested that yoga and stretching and things like that will help. So that's what I'm planning on doing. So fingers crossed. Willing to try anything that's going to help, to be fair. So always open to suggestions. But probably yoga would be fair. I did try yoga when I was really young. I did get a little bit annoyed because I couldn't get into some of the... I went into this yoga class with my my aunt and my grandma, and my aunt she does a lot of yoga, and yeah, I'd never done yoga before, so all of the positions they were doing, I was getting annoyed because I couldn't get into them. But I should have just beared with it, because not everybody's perfect at something straight away. So I should have stuck with it longer. I could have been a pro by now if I stuck with it. 20 years later. But yeah, so I'm willing to give it a go, try something new. And it's quite a mindful thing to do as well. I'm going to do some more walking as well. I get some more exercise. I think that will help too. Yeah, stretching's good too. That is very true. Stretching is good. But yeah, trick is this year just to enjoy doing a few more things, get me into nature a little bit more. I remember when I was younger, I used to always be out and about. I was never allowed to play games or anything, like computer games. So I used to spend most of my childhood outside or inside doing art. You'd either find me at the dining room table doing some art, or outside on my bike. I was quite an independent youngster, I suppose. I used to, when I was like 8 or 9, I used to just, while my grandma was at work, I used to just walk around town, go to the library and all sorts. She used to just have a look around the shops, window shop. Sometimes if I had a little bit of pocket money, I'd go to the sweet shop. You see, if I got like a little pocket money or something, I used to go to there was this really lovely shop. It's closed down now. It was called C.R. Wickenden in East Grinstead. And they did these, I mean, it was like an old-fashioned sweet shop. It had all of the jars behind the table, had slabs of fudge and everything in the glass cabinet. And it was just like a child's paradise. But if I only had, like, say, 50p or anything, it wasn't enough for any kind of 50 grams of this or 100 grams of that. So I just used to, if I got 50 pence or something, I just used to ask for 25 flying saucers, please. Because they were 2p each. And sometimes he'd put a few more in, just because I was always in there. So. The funniest thing is I used to stand there looking at all of the sweets, but I'd still eat the same ones. There were so many there, and I'd spend so long looking at them, deciding what I wanted, but it was always the same thing that I wanted. So you probably thought, just make up your mind already, will you? But it was just so pretty to look at. I used to do these little rice papers in the shape of, like, it had little like £50 notes or £20 notes, but it was all in rice paper. They were really nice. It's the thing, I have got a sweet tooth, always have, and it hasn't stopped. Even though I'm an adult, I still eat sweets I used to eat when I was younger. Yeah, me too, Jane. Love flying saucers. I used to nibble the top of the flying saucer and then used to kind of sift the sherbet out. I used to eat the sherbet first and then I used to nibble the rest of the flying saucer. Okay, so just We're getting there, I think. But yeah, so detour from yoga to sweet shop. But I'm still being good with my sugar. I've given up donuts and drinking lots of Coke, so that's good. I do feel healthier for it. And I'm having a smoothie first thing in the morning. And then I have my little veggie sticks and hummus. So I'm being very, very good. It's very hard to be good all the time though. Especially when it's actually National Chocolate Covered Raisins Day. I love raisins. And I love chocolate covered raisins. It's such a delicate little border. So cute. Definitely going to have to use this border in something. It's really gorgeous. So yeah, next week I'll show you the Groovi Tuesday project that we're going to do. I finished it, but I've just got to make a few little alterations to it. So I couldn't show it this week, but I'll show it next week. I'm using rainbow parchment though. That's one thing I am using, and obviously I'm using the new plates. So definitely I'm using the border from the Lily of the Valley, and the pansy envelope. I'm using that border too, and then I think I'm using the sweet pea. So I think it's the sweet pea, the pansy envelope, and the Lily of the Valley, and obviously the snowflowers, the sunflowers. I'm going to be using for the demo today. So yeah, so I am using 3 of the plates for the Groovi Tuesday project, and then the other one I'm using for the demo today. So yeah, definitely getting a lot of mileage out of our plates. The little flowers. Yeah, I love chocolate raisins. Yum. I'm not too keen on licorice. The black licorice, that is. I like the red licorice. But yeah, I'm not a black licorice girl. Although I do love a sherbet fountain. But I don't eat the licorice, I just get the sherbet out. Remove that one. Okay, just doing the little flowers. So cute. There we go. So Jane loves licorice. Yeah, chocolate nuts are nice. Chocolate raisins always are next to chocolate peanuts in the sweetie aisle. That reminds me, I do actually have some chocolate raisins at home that I bought a few weeks back that I haven't eaten yet. So seeing as it's National Chocolate Raisin Day, and I've been good for a very long time, I might have a handful tonight. Treat myself. No, I know I know a lot of people that like licorice, the black licorice. But yeah, I'm just not keen. I know some of my family used to like eating the little licorice all sorts. Which again, they're quite nice. They look quite nice anyway. Jane used to pinch her granddad's Pontefract cakes. I've never heard of those. What are they? Pontefract. Am I being daft? Is it like a tea cake? Is it that like that chocolate thing that has marshmallow in it? Am I being a wally? Yes, yum. The Galaxy chocolate. Why not? It's nearly Easter. I might have to get a little Easter egg. Even when I was a girl, I used to like chocolate bars and everything, but I never really used to. I used to eat the extra bits, but I didn't eat the egg. So if it was like a mini egg, chocolate egg, I'd eat the mini eggs. I love mini eggs. I'm sorry, every week I always start talking about sweets or donuts or something. Okay. But I have been very good recently. You've got a box of cream eggs in the fridge. My mum likes cream eggs. Mum likes cream eggs and I like mini eggs. Must get myself some mini eggs for next weekend. Okay. Pontefract cakes are small, chewy, black licorice sweets traditionally produced in Pontefract, West Yorkshire, dating back to the 1600s. Wow. They sound nice. Even though I don't like licorice, but they do sound nice. So I'm on my final outside line. Yeah, cream eggs seem to be a firm favourite, I've noticed. Sometimes at Easter they have like a little egg box full of cream eggs. It's quite cute. Nice little Easter egg. Yum. I'm going to be dreaming about sweet things now for the rest of the day. Oh, nice. Tim's in the middle of doing a floral parchment birthday card. Lovely. must admit I am seeing a lot of dots now. Don't know why I thought I'd be able to do this in an hour. I overestimated my my speed, I think. Might be, I am behaving myself with the dots a little bit. If I was at home, I'd go zoop. But because they're different sizes, these dots, I don't think I'd get away with it as much. Oh, nice. I love chocolate nests with mini eggs. I always remember it as a kid. I used to make them. Cornflakes, melt some chocolate, and then put some mini eggs on top. I remember when I was in the brownies in Edenbridge when I was younger, and that was one of the first things that they taught us how to make, with these little chocolate nests with mini eggs. Although we did get told off because all of us were eating the mini eggs before we were putting them on the nests. So when we finished the chocolate nest, I think there was just one mini egg on each one, even though we started with like the lady had bought about 3 or 4 packs for everyone. So, but we did get our little badge, so even though we ate the mini eggs, because we did actually make we melted the chocolate and everything, but they were really lovely. I think it's quite nice being in the brownies or the Girl Guides. I was never in the Girl Guides, but I did go into the brownies, because by the time we went into I was the age to go into the Girl Guides, we moved, and we never really then, when we moved to Burgess Hill, we didn't look into any Girl Guide groups. But by that time I already was doing so much at school anyway. I was quite a fast little runner when I was younger, so I used to do a lot of the athletics meetings when I was younger. I used to be quite fast. I used to do 100 metres and 200 metres. Now I don't think I can run about 10 metres without my back playing up. But hopefully the yoga will strengthen my core a little bit. So always things to help, always important. Oh, cream egg brownie, that sounds nice. So everybody, what's everybody doing for Easter? Are you going away for the weekend on a little holiday, or you've got family coming over? Is it a nice, quiet, relaxing one in the garden? I'm not really sure what I'm doing yet, to be fair. We have been spring cleaning the house a little bit, because I've been getting rid of a lot of stuff. I was looking for all my jewellery yesterday, because I have a little drawer that has everything in it, and can never find anything. So I went through it and and put in the charity shop all of the jewellery that I don't need anymore. It's not expensive jewellery or anything, it's more like dress jewellery really. Things that you get from, you know, New Look or Shein or not Shein, what's the place called? Claire's Accessories and things like that over the years. And I haven't worn for years, so I think I'm kind of working on the idea that if I haven't used it in more than 2 years, then I've been giving them up. Oh, lovely. Off to Norway on the 22nd of April. How lovely. One of the things I really wanted to do was go on a really beautiful cruise and see the fjords up. You know, there's a really lovely cruise that they take, and it's apparently really beautiful. I was watching a YouTube video about it, like a traveling YouTube channel, and they go and travel and do different things. It's like they try all of these expensive sleeper trains, you know, like the a bit like the Orient Express, but there's so many other luxury trains that they try, like especially like going across America, they have like luxury cabins and things, or the Japanese trains and things. They I suppose they kind of test it. Okay, they test it so that people know what to expect if they're going on a train. But they've got, I think it's when people are traveling with not a lot of money and they're traveling around Japan or other places, and they're going on these little trains that you can go on and you can stay in overnight, and then when you wake up you're at the other end of Japan, you're down the bottom. So they take this one big train ride, which is really, really nice if you you want to do an overnight train and then wake up and, you know, you're at the other end of Japan. But their amenities in Japan are amazing. Like I was saying, one of the ladies was traveling and using those little capsule hotels. So it's a really, really small room, but it's really affordable. They go into like these little capsule beds. I mean, it's if you're claustrophobic, I don't recommend it, because they are like being in a rectangle box. But they have things like, they have a telly in there, they have like a little desk, and it's amazing. And it's cheap as well. So people who travel a lot, who might not have as much money, can go fairly cheap in a capsule hotel and travel around different places of Japan or something. They also have them in their airports as well. So if you wanted to sleep and while you're waiting for your plane, you can take a little snooze in a little capsule bed that's just they're like little just like little what do you call it? They're like little boxes at the side. Like, I suppose they look a bit like sleeper bunk beds, but blocked off. So, and then they're all soundproof as well, which is really cool. So they do very well in their airports. So I think I'll leave it there. We come out a little bit. So I managed to do the outside border, and I just started the inside border. So what I'll do between now and next week, I'll finish off the the borders and all of the dotty elements here, so that next week we can focus on the colour, which it's like a lovely blue and pink. So we'll focus on using the Dorso crayons, I think, using those, and then doing a little bit of pico cutting next week. So that would be fun. Okay, so let me just move that across. So what have we got for the rest of the week, just before we all go? So we're doing Groovi Tuesday at the moment. We've got quite a lot planned this week. We've got 2 p.m. show showing the lovely Linda's plates that I showed you earlier. And then tomorrow, Paul will be at Hobby Maker and we'll be on at 1 and 4. I'll move this in a bit. Hello, come on, there we go. That's better. And then on Friday, we've got the Clarity Social TV with Barbara and Paul at 10 and 2. And then on Saturday, Barb's got her lovely acrylic paint online workshop. And for everybody that's signed up for the lovely acrylic paint workshop, that's for you. And then on Sunday, I know it's not the first Sunday of the month, but because it's Easter next weekend, we've moved it to this weekend. So it's going to be Paul and myself showing you something exciting between 2 and 4. So that is what's planned for the rest of the week. So lots to do. Lots of TV time, which is nice. So it was lovely to have your company. I will be back at 2 p.m. with Paul showing you the lovely new Linda's plates. They are available now, so if you wanted to order ahead before 2 p.m. show, then you can just relax and watch the 2 p.m. show and look at all of the lovely design team samples. They are absolutely stunning. So yeah, so that's going to be good. So thank you very much, Jane, for keeping everybody chatting in the chat and then also passing through some information to me. So thank you, Jane. So yeah, I will see you all at 2 p.m. Take care, everybody. Look after yourselves. See you later.